The HiTechNomad here, and I just received my coin. Now, it wasn't an original Kickstarter, but I did order it not too long ago, and they were nice enough to rush it and send it out to me. And so we're going to take a look at this now. Now, obviously, if you're watching this video, you know what coin is, but if you are a subscriber to my feed, and you're getting these videos as they come out, and you really should subscribe, then you may not know what coin is. So coin is an electronic payment system that sort of bridges all of the different issues that are going on. All right, so let me sort of back up. So obviously the big thing now, or one of the big things now, is electronic payments. And as you know, there was Google Wallet, and there was ISIS Wallet. We won't even talk about that. There's Apple Pay, there's Android Pay, there's Samsung Pay, there's Capital One Pay, and all of the ones and Loop Pay and all those. So the ones I just mentioned now, those are done through either NFC or electronic pulse, which fools your swipe machine into thinking that you have that. So let's just take a look at the first one. So all of the ones that use NFC, or Apple Pay, or Android Pay, your Samsung Pay, I'm sorry, not the Samsung Pay, Android Pay, the Capital One Wallet. All right, so all of those use the NFC contactless pay system. But not all of your merchants are going to have that new contactless pay piece. It's going to be quite some time before they all switch over to newer pieces, and there's still a lot of fighting going on between who's gonna support what. So there are still some places that you have to swipe. You're going to actually have to swipe with a mag card, and or a card with a magnetic strip. So Loop and Samsung Pay, what they do is they have used the same circuitry, and Loop is actually a local company here, and I actually found them and we're talking with them probably about 3 weeks before Samsung found them and bought them. And what they do is they're able to use the same circuitry that you have for wireless charging to send out a pulse which tricks the machine into thinking that you have swiped your card, you magnetically swiped your card. And so that works. Samsung is going to be putting that with a lot of their other phones. Right now it's on the new ones, the S6s, the Note 5s. They have said that they're going to start rolling that out to all of their phones, because obviously the more phones they roll it out to, the better. So that means you have to have a Samsung phone, you have to have a newer one. I have a Note 4 instead of 5. You can watch my video as to why I didn't buy the Note 5. Very briefly, if your old phone has more features than your new phone, you have a problem. So I'm using I have Capital One. I'm using Capital One's NFC payment piece, but I still have a problem with older systems because I need to do a swipe. So that's where coin comes in. So coin is, and there's a couple. There's coin, there's Plasticard, and a couple others. Coin is out right now. Plasticard, I guess, is not shipping until, at the time of this broadcast, they're not shipping until the middle of 2016. This is actually the second version of coin, and coin looks about as thin, in fact it is as thin as a normal credit card. And it's pretty amazing to think that there's an electronic circuit in here, there's Bluetooth in here, and there's a battery that will last a year and a half to 2 years, all inside of this standard card. Now, what I'm going to be able to do is take and there should be a little, here's my little card reader. So what I'm going to do is plug this card reader into my phone. I'm going to swipe all of my existing cards, my credit cards, my gift cards, loyalty cards, those types of things. I'm going to swipe all of those in there. And then I'm supposed to be able to, not supposed to, I'll be able to select which card I want by simply pressing on here and entering a special code. And then that will reinitialize this strip, and I'll be able to go ahead and use this for all of those old readers that need to have a mag strip. Okay. It also will work with, this is Coin 2.0, so it's also supposed to work with NFC tap and pay. So I actually should be able to, on contactless ones, if I don't have my phone and I go someplace and want to use it, I should be able to take it, tap it, and go from there. So I'm going to now stop the video, and I'm going to plug this in, scan my cards in, load the software, and we'll go from there. Okay, so that was relatively painless. What I did was just simply plug in the card reader that they gave, slid my cards through, put some information in that was on the cards, and then hit sync, and it synced them over. I did have trouble with one of my cards, which was my Google Wallet card, and it basically said it didn't like the zip code that I gave, which was the same zip code I gave for all others, but they said perhaps they're using a different zip code, meaning they're using the entire zip code and not just the standard blah, 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 blah. So after having done that, as you can see, it looks like it's an ink display. So that's why it looks almost like a label, but it's not. It's actually a display, and I'll show you that in a second. So what's happened now is that my cards are now in here, and I can switch cards by simply pushing on the button, and it gives me the last 4 digits. It tells me what it is. It's a MasterCard. It gives me the last 4 digits, and it gives me the expiration date. Okay. And that's one I use most often. So, of course, now the next thing we have to do is see how it works outside. So, let's go try that. This. Select which card I want it to be. So, cap 1. Good.
You're freaking people out, okay?
Oh, 64. Credit. So, in conclusion, I ended up using Coin in about 10 or 15 different places. Only had issues in one, and the couple of the issues that I had were just that I had moved too far away from my phone and it was locked, and I had to put in the little secret code I had to type in there. But it seems, you know, as long as the battery lasts as long as they say it will last, I think this is a good high-tech tool to have in your arsenal. Now, obviously, you can sort of hack it in certain ways. So, for example, if you, in my family, we all carried the same card so that we could pool our points. But that way, if one person had one card and you, obviously, they authorized you to use it, you can load, you know, several different cards from different family members onto the same one. So you have one card and you have everything there at the same time. So I would 2 thumbs up from the TheHiTechNomad for Coin, the multi-purpose mag strip card replacement gadget. This is the TheHiTechNomad. Be sure to subscribe, please. I got a lot more of these coming out. I have some really cool pieces coming up, and so you don't want to miss them. And if you subscribe, then you won't. And also, any comments that you have are really helpful, and any questions and any products that you want me to review are helpful as well. This is the TheHiTechNomad signing out.